We're back to live. See if it makes a difference.
Go, 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 go.
Hey! Noise!
Noise!
There's noise, everybody! Noise!
No one knows why.
There's noise!
Just getting cut off.
Noise!
Well,
I don't remember anything.
a brief recap, I guess.
Tell everyone the points. Scoreboard first.
Yeah. And I had this ready the whole time. I definitely wasn't calculating it in the middle. So, you all reached the end. They looked over each of you, and they looked to Cyrus and Dahlia and Danon, who were respectively Dahlia 16 points, Danon 22, Cyrus 26, and received the rating not worth remembering.
I was almost worth remembering.
Almost worth remembering.
I'm better than Danon and Dahlia.
Not quite worth remembering. Yeah.
Lance, with 56 points, made his way onto the plaque at the front. Jasmine, with 84 points, made her way to first place on the plaque.
Not
And
brag.
Sylphie made a new line, tied for first place at Walked Unguided.
Under 2 minutes.
They don't add that for the first one. It's just if you take longer that they add something. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Walked Unguided.
Woo!
Indeed, it was within 2 minutes.
Woo! Woo!
You guys all started to decide to take a long rest.
This is
camp.
why when you guys said, do you want to move? I said no, and then you said, but you could move. And I was like, why would I do that? I'd rather just die here.
Win or die. That's how it is.
Win or die.
Also, Huso, thank you so much for telling us the audio was off. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Something weird must have gone with ads because audio was working. Everything on our side was fine. Even Streamlabs was getting audio, so it was something happening in the connection to Twitch. You guys started to rest. Jasmine just caught the grin spreading across the corpse puppet's face as it saw you going down to rest. Sylphie, looking through the journal she found of a disciple of the sect, found that one who had taken a few days to get through before, once they arrived at the sect, had to barter for their soul, as it was stolen during their sleep.
And
in
then
this
I was
territory.
like, and then I looked at him and I said, book.
Good book. Yeah.
Good book.
As the party began to follow the barely visible trail left behind. Sylphie and Danon becoming pathfinders here, both rolling quite well. We came to the party arriving at a great chasm, having climbed quite the elevation, up switchbacks and stone steps carved into the wall. They saw the guidelines of a rope bridge spreading across this wide chasm. Looked like it was carved with a massive sweep of a sword. And they saw 3 figures at the other side. An elven man whose age is difficult to tell,
23.
a young-looking furbolg, and
16.
a woman in full armor with a golden mask, red gem in the forehead,
132.
silver hair falling on either side.
Great
red
tits.
Can I?
pauldrons.
Look at the book. And
One
see
great
if
tip.
it mentions her.
Make me a history check.
No, we'll just go with great tits.
That's more interesting if one of them is great.
Okay, one great tit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guidance.
Yeah.
These are the
We're in a
important
dangerous area. Spells aren't that crazy. It's not like we're in the middle of town. Like, I'm not trying to convince her. I'm like looking at a book like,
At this point, she would be walking across, and the planks of the bridge would be shooting up from the abyss and slotting themselves in front of her as she walks.
another
I don't
27.
like this at all.
27. You would get to a section of the book that talks about the bridge and its guardian. Its guardian being one of the 2 grand elders of the sect.
One of the 2?
Yes. Lithaldus being the other one at the top of the scoreboard with you. This one being Hilor.
Hilor.
H-I-L-O-R.
Guardian of Bridge.
She's
She
Australian.
is not truly a member of the sect. It does not practice any of the Blood Refinement sect's technique, but guards the sect nonetheless. And is
Hello.
considered a grand elder.
I'll bow.
Yeah.
I'll curtsy. I'll...
He talks
Hello.
about watching
Hello.
someone decide to battle Hilor instead of walking the bridge, as she asked. He talked of the great struggle that happened between them, and with every attack he made, he changed. And by the time he reached the end of the bridge, although he had succeeded in bypassing Hilor, he was no longer really human. His skin was gray, like a stone. He sat unthinking and unmoving, and later in the book you see him visiting again, moss having grown over the still living stone on the other side of the bridge.
So, that's because he tried to fight her.
Fight Hilor.
I'm going to, speaking everyone's heads, don't fight her, or else you will become dead inside. Like, literally. Like, statue-like.
The only thing
Without it.
he says about his own crossing is that he was lucky. It changed him less than he thought, but that he was never the same. And there's some sort of like schadenfreude to the he was never the same. Like he's saying something obvious, something somebody who knows would find kind of silly or funny.
And this will change us, for sure. Because this guy's like, I'm really lucky that I got changed this way. Really fucking... What way did you change?
As I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the map here. Let's see what shows
Rickety
up.
bridge.
Changing.
There is no token.
So he was trying to
Seen
battle
as a
her.
possibility.
What
Yeah,
the
so
heck?
we don't want to
Oh, I
fight
haven't pushed
her.
you guys in yet. That makes sense. I thought I had.
We change no matter what, but you change worse if you fight her.
Yeah. We want to talk to her. We want this to be diplomatic. Jasmine, I can't.
We should take a short rest if we can.
After, I don't know if we'll be able to right in front of her.
I don't know.
But maybe after we talk to her.
And hi, Dahlia. There we are. And I'll give stream the zoomed out view here
Oh, fuck.
for a moment. As her having walked to the end, you would see a long, rickety, roped bridge.
It's like 240 feet.
About 240 feet long.
Rickety.
Yeah.
It's like just...
Some of the planks
Gone.
hanging on their own, some of them broken and just having moved into where she stepped before falling down again. As she comes near the end of it, stands facing you, Sylphie, you
Hello.
bow to Hilor.
And curtsy.
I see you know my name.
Me too. I also understand you're one of the two grand elders.
They call me that, yes. They even bother to consult me when great changes are made to their sect.
What do you care for it?
I started my enlightenment at this chasm, and I will finish it here if I do finish it. And so I suppose that makes me their guardian. By accident.
What is this enlightenment?
I am very close to stepping onto the final path of knowing and leaving this place.
Oh, godhood.
The start of it, yes.
It doesn't have to be godhood. It can be different transcendence.
You guys learned about the levels of cultivation, and she would be, and she would tell you as much at the Sublime Soul, which is second only from Deo, which is someone who can establish a natural law around them, and she has half a foot into the Deo.
So she's like our tower friend.
Okay. And Dale
Oh,
leaves.
should be above your tower friend. Your tower friend was, yeah, this is where your tower friend would have been before they became
Yeah.
the tower, before they were ambushed.
So Dale leaves the material plane.
Correct.
And would they, like, consider, like, well, okay, like, Raylan is a god,
Yes.
right? These would be more like transcendent beings, right?
So these would be, once you step into the Deo, you would be a lesser god. But like at the foot, like at the entry point of lesser god.
Okay.
So leaping over like
Yeah.
a demigod or a titan or something like that. So they would be like a greater titan.
Yeah, but like,
As opposed to a
so
lesser
the
god.
thought is, though, is a god needs faith.
No, some gods. Most of the gods.
Okay.
But that is not the requirement for divinity.
Okay.
That is just
But
the
then,
most walked path.
what about a being like a person who becomes a primordial, or like someone like Barian who leaves the plane?
So they would be at the first steps of titanhood.
Okay.
Titanosity.
Yeah, so
Like, what
there's
about, like, my
Titan,
dad?
Lesser god. Your dad is still out on the plane, so he, but he's probably equivalent to a lesser titan.
Okay.
Being a Jinn, like being a greater Jinn, they have some more leeway on the mortal plane. So he's probably akin to a lesser Titan.
Okay.
So this is a person who, through their understanding, can affect the world around them. Not so much that anyone in it is stuck under the rules of their law, but you are definitely affected by it.
So what would arbitrary be?
Arbitrary? A greater god.
Okay.
Yeah, he was pretty friggin'. He could command a whole city to just fly around.
Yeah.
Just because he wanted to.
Yeah. So you've got, there's like demigod, Titan. Demigods are usually like sired, so they're kind of their own. But like demigod, Titan, lesser god, godhood, greater god.
And like all of like Raylan and them are all greater gods.
You don't know. It's something argued over. Raylan usually gets classified as a lesser god. And
Because she's a woman?
yes, of course.
How dare you. We knew the sexism would come back.
So, of the trinity of them,
Yeah.
Raylan and Tulnir are both usually categorized as lesser gods, with Nuldir as a god. Seroth would usually be considered a greater god. But it depends who you ask, because some people put him as a lesser god.
This makes me want to break them up even more. What would they become?
Oh, Law's rating! Hi, Law! Nice to see you!
Oh my goodness.
Welcome!
It's been
La 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 la.
3 million years.
Uh-huh. He rated us, I think, 2 sessions ago?
Thank you for the raid. Welcome to Adventure Corp. We do D&D. La, if you can tell your people what we do, that'd be great. We're in the middle of some stuff.
And actually, it's 9. So we need to run our last ad break.
Sorry, guys. What a great time.
I
also-
don't know if it'll let us because timing shit.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, chat, that we 40 minutes of stream was wasted on not hearing us.
Yeah, we did have the audio problem.
We didn't get audio
Yeah.
back until 8:50.
Yeah. Okay, so to keep pre-rolls turned off, we're going to run a 3-minute ad break. We're going to be on the Be Right Back screen, so you won't miss anything. So if you hang around for 3 minutes, we'll talk to y'all very soon. BRB. One. Hello! Welcome back. You made it through. Congratulations. Let's check for audio. Okay, because it's showing on my side. Can anybody hear us? Okay, because it's showing on my side.
Can you hear my
We
voice?
can hear us.
Do you want
Yeah.
to talk about
Okay.
tomatoes?
Here's also something in here. Perfect. So it's not just us. So you guys stand Helor across from you. That little bit of lore exposition there. As they look across from you, just having explained that they are accidentally guardian of the Blood Refinement sect.
It's nice to meet you. What do we do here?
You cross the bridge. But it is a true crossing. You must cross over something. And you must leave behind who was at the start of it. None may cross this and reach the other side the same person they were when they left. There are 3 parts to my crossing. First, to step onto the bridge, you must leave something behind. Some part of you behind.
Oh.
Some have chosen the obvious. An arm, fingers, something of the sort. Others, knowledge important to them, a technique they had learned. Some people, pieces of their cultivation. Others, their magic. But you must leave something, and when it is gone, it will be like you never had it.
What do you get?
What do you mean?
Well, if we're crossing to somewhere new, what do we find on the other side?
We shall see, won't we?
You said there was more paths?
Good night.
Hi, Brody. More paths?
Yeah, you said there was 3 paths.
Nope. 3 parts. 1 bridge, 3 parts to the crossing.
We heard that somebody fought you.
Didn't work out well.
Did they
Many
have to
have
leave
fought
something
me.
behind?
Yes.
What did they leave behind?
Depends which strike you ask about. But I may not be hit twice by the same person. So to hit me a second time, you must change. If you wish,
No.
you may fight your way across.
No. No, we're okay, thank you. No.
Guys, is this really worth it? We don't even know what we're hoping to find with these people.
Well, we want to get further wool grows. We need to find the people who made him.
We're sure that these people will be able to help us.
They're the closest thing we got, but we could go to the people in the swamp. I am willing to bet they know a lot more about blood puppets than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want... If we have to do something, are we all going? Does anyone not want to go?
Danon will step forward. I mean, if we're all going, I'll go, but...
I think the only people they're going to take seriously are Jasmine, Selfie, and Lance.
What happens if you don't make enough points before you get here?
You mean in the first crossing?
Yes.
It is a way to measure the potential of those who come, seeking to join the sect. Better means better treatment.
Let's check.
Go for it.
29.
She seems sincere. It's very hard. All you can see through the mask are like slits
Yeah.
where her eyes are, but you don't detect any falsehood. She seems not uninterested, but close to it. At peace, I suppose.
But the guy said something about them not remembering. Do you guys erase memory if you didn't make it? Or do not succeed?
I don't remember what you're talking about. I'm not-
You literally said you've gotten enough points to remember.
To be worth remembering.
Oh!
For you to be worth putting on the board.
'Cause
like,
I
your
like-
name to be recorded.
I'm like,
no.
why are we losing our memory over this?
not
Like,
your
are we
memory.
not allowed to remember if we don't
No.
succeed?
The sect.
I've been living
The
in that
sect's
world this
mystery.
whole time.
Okay, I understand where it came from. Because this whole time, I'm like, did I say something? I don't think so. I know a lot of this parallels of like crossing over into the afterlife, but I don't think there was anything around
No,
like not remembering
I
stuff.
straight up remember hearing you say, "You're worth being remembered.
Yes.
You're not worth being
Yeah,
remembered.
yeah.
Oh, you're not going to remember this." Or like
Yeah,
in the same vein of
Barely.
all those, like,
almost worth remembering. Yeah, not you
and I was like
remembering
sitting here and
the
I'm like,
sect.
holy fuck, only 3 of us are going to remember this whole event?
Oh man, should have done that. That's pretty brutal. So backtracking.
Runa's D&D campaign, the most brutal one in existence because she doesn't understand genuine joy.
Runa's playing with some live ammunition, folks. The
What does
stakes are high.
Runa do as a DM? Oh, you didn't succeed, you don't remember. Actually, you have to go
got
through the whole
pufferfish?
trial,
You
and
die.
then at the end of the trial, after you've lost your arm, after you've lost everything, you still have to forget every single thing you've ever done.
You're a party of 55-year-old people fighting through intermittent amnesia.
Right. So you can continue your conversation. Yeah. That answers Runa's question.
Important question.
Mechanically, what are we doing when we go on the bridge?
So, to enter the bridge, you must give something up. You may choose.
Important.
Give us some
whatever you like.
examples
It
of
can't
what
be
you
an
deem as
object.
important or good enough.
You could give up first level spell slot. You could give up your ability to use magic, period. You could give up an arm. It wouldn't be like cutting it off, it would be like you never had that arm. So any regenerate magic would regenerate you to pristine missing arm, because it was never there. You could give up an ability, like your poison damage on your thing, like something from your class or something like that. Use of your twice per day thing.
Don't look at me and say that. I
Yeah.
need those.
You could give up your class completely. No
Oh my God,
longer
really?
a paladin.
I want to give up my inability to get key.
You can't give up an inability to
Yes,
get.
I can. The block that stops me from getting
It's
key.
a double.
There's no block stopping you
The
from getting
double
key. You just
inability.
didn't learn how to do it.
I'm unable to get key. Haha.
Giveaway divine, most useless ability ever. Divine sense. Divine sense.
I use it all the.
Well, you wouldn't have it. The paladin would have it.
I
I
have
have.
it.
I use so
No,
many
it's this one.
things. What is it? The one where
You
you get to
just
sense.
you just know.
Demons, angels.
You can't get rid of one use of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't know what the other two parts of the trial are, and she doesn't seem keen to tell you.
What would we give up? I'm talking in our heads.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give
Do-
up a spell.
do we all want to go? I think if you give up a spell, you can't use that spell slot ever again.
I know, and you guys are going to hate it. Some people hate the spell. It helps a lot of you.
Silver barbs.
I could give it up.
Why would you ever do that?
I see, that's what I'm saying.
I give up the wizard class existing in your world.
Something.
Lance, what would you give up?
I don't want to give something up.
I don't know.
Okay, first, we don't all have to go. If only some of us want to go through, and only some of us can. I plan on going through.
Adalia would sit out. Are we alright if I stay?
Do what you have to do.
Okay, yeah. I'm not comfortable.
Well, you just got back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's the same kind of pieces, but I don't
You can
want to
just-
think about it.
head back.
I'll wait here. If that's allowed, as she looks at Hilor, and Hilor will nod. I would warn you against sleeping, but yes, you may wait here. The land will call you to sleep. Resist.
How far would it be back to town?
Total travel time, including like the pathfinding. So if you cut that out and you know the way
Distance.
back.
Just straight air distance.
Oh, straight distance? Like 10 miles?
Okay.
We could send Dana and Adalia Lance back if they don't want to.
I mean, if you're going, I'm going.
But what would you give up? I don't want you to give up anything.
I don't know.
This isn't a...
What are you gonna give up?
Don't want to talk about it.
Well, what are you going to give up, Sylvie?
I was going to... it's really hard, you know? There's so many things that I could just get rid of. But... I think I'm going to get rid of my hate for Wilcross. Or my ability to hate.
That might make doing what we have to do hard.
Everything we'd have to do is hard. But if we want to help Wilcross survive, then I can't hate him. Or he will die.
I don't know. I don't want to give up stuff.
Then you don't have to.
I don't care about these blood people.
You don't have to. You could stay.
That's so boring.
What would you give up, Jasmine?
I don't know. I have a lot of clothes, but they won't take those.
No, they probably won't. Unless that pit needs a new dress.
Could use it.
Probably a nice eyeshadow too.
Mm-hmm.
No one hears us say that, by the way. That makes it only through our heads. I like to think, like, in the middle of us talking, like, through me just, like, telling everyone, like, there's just gossiping, you know, like, we just, like, talk about...
Laura waiting patiently. He was like, oh my god, did you hear?
Did you hear what that rock said to that canyon?
I know what I'm going to give up.
What?
A spell.
Which one?
Don't worry, I won't give up silvery barbs.
Oh, thank fuck. What is it? What are you getting rid of? You made me say it.
I'm going to give up the spell Immolation. It's a 5th level spell.
Okay.
Is that doable?
Yeah. It's doable.
I don't know. Like, it's like a test, so I don't want to give away something stupid.
Give away Aura of Purity. The one that you were just complaining about how you never used and was useless
Yeah,
earlier.
but then, like, they're gonna know that I'm giving it up because it's useless, and then we're gonna get rejected, and it's gonna be all for nothing.
I don't think it's about... It's about
Yeah,
how
they want
much
me
it
to
means
hurt.
to you. Yeah.
You could give up Jade.
No. Jade's a person.
Do I have to give up 2 things?
No.
Do we each have to? Oh.
No. One thing.
Okay, I got mine. Sophie's got hers.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Give up the fucking... Oh, no, you can't give up an object.
I
Never mind.
thought about it.
Can't give up an object.
Yeah.
You could give up your... I don't... Oh, it's stupid. But...
I'm
You know how
trying
you
to get rid
don't-
of the hag, but, like...
If you want to get rid of the Lich,
Mm-hmm.
get rid of your relation to that family.
But that's me.
It's not a good idea. It's not my favorite idea in the whole universe.
And, like, what if I lose my whole kingdom?
Yeah. You could...
I think... I don't know, what if they get really mad at me?
For what?
It's up to you. It's your decision.
Like, are gods, like, vengeful?
Absolutely. Vengeful, spiteful.
Yeah, people like to tell you gods are peaceful and are always kind and very judging very kindly. No. They're very, you wronged me once, I'm going to disable your entire
You
family.
gotta remember, they all used to be people.
Yeah, none of them are divine beings that spawned out of nowhere.
As far as we know. There could be a couple.
But I don't know. I'm thinking like I used to lie all the time to everybody, and I don't really lie anymore.
I'm going to tell you that if you get rid of your ability to lie, you're going to hate yourself.
It's not my ability to lie.
Jasmine, I'm going to be honest. You lie constantly still.
No, I don't.
Can she breathe?
Yes, she can breathe. She's not an enemy of herself. As much as it would be appropriate, she wouldn't believe it.
She's the enemy of herself.
I agree, but Jasmine wouldn't think that.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Mental.
Fourth wall. Peanut gallery. But like...
Jasmine Deadpool looks at the camera, looks at us, and says, "Fuck you!"
Alright, me and Sophie are ready to go. Who else is coming?
I give her a second. It's something to
I am.
think
I'm
about.
also asking Lance. Are you coming or not?
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm doing.
What?
Just go.
No, we're all saying it. I was forced to say it, we're all saying it.
Oh. But if I say it out loud, what if they try and stop me?
They're not going to try to stop you.
And you're saying it in my head first.
Well, like, I kind of made a promise to Garmad, the god of deception, to, like, work for him or whatever.
So you're gonna give up him.
Well, because, like, Raylan... You said Raylan would, like...
Welcome you. Give you...
Right? I wouldn't just be alone?
Yeah. But Garmad, I don't know if he'll remember or if they're gonna change his
They
mind.
say it's like it never happened.
Question.
Yes.
If something we had to give up was about the gods, how aware or lack of aware would they be?
What do you wish to offer?
Nudge Jasmine.
Connection to a deity.
My oath to Garmad.
Your oath? Or do you mean your obligation? I do not see what is of yours to give here. Your devotion to Garmat you could give. His devotion to you is not yours to give.
He's like obsessed with you.
If you wish to give up all that you had done for him,
Just my devotion
your devotion.
to
Very well.
Garmad. I'm gonna take a step forward
Okay.
towards the bridge.
As you step forward
I would like to make a deception check against fate.
against fate,
Yeah. I'm praying to Garmad to let me deceive the rules of this game.
okay.
Oh, that's so cool!
Alright.
Oh.
As, go ahead. Let's do it cleric style. Roll me a d100.
This is cool! This is cool!
You want to try? Why is there no regular ones? Where are my regular...
I don't want to change
D20s?
wise to fate. It doesn't change.
It's a 97.
97.
Technically, within 10, you're good.
As you step forward and you hear a voice. You're not quite that worthy. As you step onto the bridge and you feel all of the pieces that were there with the trepidation, with the not knowing,
Yeah.
the moments of like wonder when he spoke to you and helped you with things, the moments of thankfulness when he got you through stuff, any devoted piece of you,
Yeah.
just gone. All that's left are the bare facts of the matter. You can't draw any joy from them. He still did what he did for you, and maybe there's some obligation that sits with you on a very, like, balancing of the scales, like a very intellectual sense. But any actual devotion you had for him would be gone.
Yeah.
See, this is really interesting because devotion is the fuel.
On the mechanical level, I'm giving up my subclass.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm gonna cross the bridge, I don't know.
As you step onto it, take a few steps, you get to Halor, who stops you, and looks back
Halor.
at your allies.
Tyrus, you do it first.
Oh fuck! Jesus, give up shit. God, what? They're not gonna accept my fucking thing.
Yes, they will. It's a physical spell.
No,
It's
I
pretty
feel.
fucking powerful.
Now I feel like I have to one up her. Now I have to feel like I have to one up her.
Give up your like, relationship with your mother or something then.
I give up the aspect of fighting.
By the way, this is in our heads too, so we're like,
I'm just standing
we're
there.
like thinking. We're
She's
like,
just like-
we're thinking.
and I'm
We're
like,
like,
Stupid looks on your face.
I'm like, I swear to God, if you try to one up me, Sylphie,
I don't want to go before you because I'm about to give up like a really big thing.
fuck, no, you have to go first.
You sure? Because you're going to go last. That means
Yes,
you're going
you
to
have
be
to
like,
go first.
But I'm going
Actually, no,
Yeah, you don't want me to go
We
after
make
you.
Lance go now.
Let's go.
Lance, go.
Wait, what are you giving up?
I'm really torn with Lance.
His
But
penis.
His ability to not hit things.
Talk to me, please, because he's my NPC.
so
Like, you don't own him. Okay?
We are all allowed to make decisions about them.
Kira's pretty.
I said
powerful
penis.
now.
Yeah.
So mechanically, giving up his mounted combatant feat,
No.
which is what lets him redirect attacks from Kefira to himself, as long as it's not like a.
Okay,
It's,
but
it's
Kefira's
actually
at 20
not,
health.
like, it's not the linchpin of his
It's
stuff.
really not that big of a
It's
deal.
more to protect the
But
mount.
doesn't it give
It gives him advantage if they're
against
smaller.
anyone shorter than him?
If
He no
he's
longer has
riding
that.
the horse, there's tons of times he's not right. Like,
So it is
But
like
Kefira's
the
at 20 health.
advantage is the big deal. No, Kefira has like, she's a Pegasus.
Yeah, it's like 50 or 40. It's not much.
59, I think. Let's see. Kefira has 59.
Because we get hit for like 30 at a time.
Yeah.
Now, if he
So
gave up his
that's-
action surge, I'd beat him with my cane.
So that's what he's thinking. Either that or a proficiency.
What kind? What's our his proficiency?
Short swords.
He's got simple weapons and martial weapons, although he could give up like a specific
Yeah.
like function of that. He's got light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and shields. Languages are common,
uses a
Sylvan,
long
deep speech,
sword.
and celestial.
He can give up a speech.
Give up a language.
Oh, but we always have the issue of someone doesn't know the language we need.
I'm just gonna turn. I'm like, Lance, honestly, you can't shoot a bow for shit.
Yeah, you've never used a bow ever in your life.
He's used a bow a bunch of times.
You should honestly just
Or a
like,
short sword. He
literally
doesn't use short sword. He uses long sword.
Usually a long sword,
put the bow down. You're just not a bow guy, my guy.
Or get rid of your short sword. Don't get rid of your ability to ride Kefira and protect her. You know how hard that's going to feel when she dies because you can't direct the attack away?
Yeah. It was more of a problem with war horses, but
You could also
Yeah.
give up your ability to get an erection.
No.
I think I'm good on that one. Thanks, though.
Seems not that important.
I clued Jasmine in for that one line. I like to think.
Also considering giving up his initiative.
No.
Yeah, like, we gotta...
The short sword proficiency.
Short sword?
Yeah, he doesn't use short
Okay.
swords. They're already a level below us. I don't want them to get rid of a feat, because feats are very important, very hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to get rid of, like,
His eyesight.
his ability to, him fighting in combat first or close to first is very important.
Yeah, well, he only has a +2, so he's already not good at that.
So, like, short sword, or if he really never wants to go... I have a +0. I would take a +2 any day.
Yeah, he will do. He'll do his proficiency with bows.
Why bows when
Just that
he
he can
doesn't
still
use
use
short
crossbows.
swords? You just ignored everything.
Well, no,
Instead.
he uses crossbows,
Yeah.
not longbows,
Okay.
and Giving up his short sword makes him feel like less of a knight.
Okay.
So it's about his manhood.
A little bit. Yeah.
Swear to fucking God, these...
Wait, he doesn't use longbows either, so it's...
Your sword
it's
is very
equivalent.
long, Lance.
All right, Lance. That's a great choice.
He may as
It's
well
more
be
about
getting
how
rid of
you
his
use
ability
it.
in erection.
Anyway. Yeah, he's not gonna need an erection anymore. Not without being able to shoot a
No,
longbow.
get rid of his longbows.
Yeah. He's more of a short king anyway.
As you all step onto the platform, who's going first?
Lance.
I'm already there.
Okay, Lance will step first. Give up my training in the longbow. You see him shake his head. Oh, that's strange. So he is gonna walk up to where Jasmine is. On the
Okay, Cyrus. Have you figured out what your one-up is?
You go. You go.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to one-up you and her.
Okay. I'm good to walk on the bridge.
Okay.
So, a lot of things have happened. And... it's probably going to fuck with a lot of the shit I want to do. I want to...
Your mom's dead. Forget about her.
Fuck you. Sorry, just a pest in my ear. I am going to get rid of...
I'll push you. Forget how to
Right.
walk.
Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to be very serious right now, Cyrus.
Give up your snakes.
Alex, you're not helping. I'm going to... I want to give up my feelings and emotions towards Wolcross.
I see. Not your feelings, but a slice of them.
My hatred, my despisement, my want of his head on a fucking spike.
Very well.
I still think wheelchair was the way to go.
As you step onto the bridge as well.
What's it feel like?
When you think about Wogros, it's the same. Sort of like, you can still calculate how he's wronged you, and how you might not want to trust him in certain areas because of your experience with him, but there's no emotional charge to it. You can still like some of the stuff he's done, but any time there might be some negative, like, hatred to it, it's just how it is.
It's like
a
Blackfeather.
thing that happened. Yeah, without the same, like, Blackfeather, you couldn't feel badly about him at all. Like, you couldn't even do the calculating part. It was like, no, he's great, right? You don't have to like Wilrose. You just can't hate him.
Yeah.
You can still think he needs to die for you to live, but there's no vengeance that you're seeking from
Yeah,
him.
there's not him dead or me dead.
Yeah. In fact, if it comes down to, like, you think you can let him live without him destroying anything, there's no reason to kill him.
Perfect. What I wanted. Wow, I really
Alright.
like this guy.
I'm gonna walk up. Good job, Sylphie. Gonna turn back to Adalia, make eye contact with her. It's all up to you now, okay?
What are you doing?
I give up my ability to bear children,
Okay.
and I step onto the bridge.
Step on
Now,
the bridge.
I'm curious, what specifically changes about Cyrus to make this happen?
No, so when I'm thinking of it, I just think of it where, like, I don't lose the
It
ability,
falls to the ground.
like physically to, like, have sex and stuff, but, like, I just,
Jasmine screams,
I cannot,
"No, I love that."
produce viable seed. Like, I can't make
Which,
children.
no
to be clear, is something you were able to do before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unlimited cream pies.
What is Dahlia's reaction?
She looks at you, and then you see her go like, ew. She's like standing when she
I'm going to turn back to her and I'd be like,
I don't want to hear about it. No,
No,
we're good.
it's not-
No, we're good.
it's not about that.
No.
I mean, you really wanted
I
to.
can't have the possibility of going through.
It really sounds like we're still talking about it.
No,
You know? Like, it just really sounds like we're still
we're
talking
talking
about
about something different, Adalia.
This is out loud, by the way. I refuse to have this in my head.
No, this is out loud.
Yeah, Sylvie. I like to think maybe it started, and Sylvie's like, no.
Anyways, never mind. I turn around and walk across the bridge.
Okay. Okay. As you step onto the bridge, the rest of you neglecting to enter it. As Hilor will take a small leap back, like with her one foot, like she would just step back a step, but she sails across until she's over the middle of this bridge.
Okay.
And then, though she does not shout, you all can hear her voice clearly despite the difference. Now standing across a rather treacherous portion of the bridge. A few rungs missing here where the rope has broken and no longer holds them.
Okay.
To cross the middle of the bridge,
Just trying to breathe.
one must learn something about themselves. Something they did not know before. I'm willing to help you in your search for it,
Sure.
but you will need to find something. And then you may walk and leap across.
How do we know when we found something?
Well, if you have failed and attempt to cross, you will fall.
I don't know. I know everything about myself.
You could explore your feelings.
I don't like where this is going.
Why do you treat Dana the way you treat him?
Yeah. Or you could think about why you think relationships are so, like, transactional.
Yeah,
They
why
are.
Dig deeper.
So that's the way they work. I don't know. What do you want from me?
Jasmine?
Yeah. Who here has been in the most relationships? That's what I thought.
One for me.
I don't have to fuck you to be your friend.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, but you could, and it was
I winked
great.
at Lance.
And
I could.
would have been fine.
But I
hear me?
didn't.
Yeah, you chickened
I
out.
said quality over.
Like, we don't have to fuck to be friends.
But you said that you have to, that's what you think. Relationships are transactional.
Relationships can be based on just wanting to be there for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's totally different than, like, a relationship. That's just being friends.
I just used the word relationship. And then you took that and said that's not anything like
Yeah, but not like a relationship.
You know all relationships fall under the same spectrum.
Or will you read that some stupid book?
Yeah.
People who write books don't know anything about love.
Okay, not book reader.
Yeah, because they don't know anything.
Hmm.
I'm going to make my fire book. Oh, she'll never get it. Throw my book into the air and it disappears.
You can't do that. I know that's fake. I know that's not real.
One day, Jasmine.
Why do you guys always gang up on me? I think you're jealous.
We're trying to help you come up with something to dig into, and then you said, haha, no. So,
Well, you keep insulting me.
you did not start there, and then you started just telling us, no, you're wrong, I'm right, and then got upset when we didn't just accept that.
Well, I know about me the most.
Maybe you
Then
could
you
give
can
some
come up with it on your
ideas
own.
about this. Because like, as a player, I know what my player doesn't know. My character doesn't know, right?
So the big question here is, what would you do to try and find something you don't know about yourself? You can't just sit there and come up with something, so what would you put yourself through? What would you ask of others? What would you do to try to discover something about yourself you didn't know? And if you want to cheap out, there's plenty of ways to take a small win and cross. Or
So when you say what would you do? Because I know Science do a lot of things. He has done a lot of, like, for Adalia, gone through hell to try to, you know what I mean?
Right, but what would you do to try to find out something about yourself? Not like what would your character be willing to do, like what would you do now to try and learn something about your character, whether it's like learn something about their limits, learn something about how they really feel about things, like what, like an example of something people have done to pass this trial is throw somebody else off and find out they were capable of sacrificing someone else so they could cross, or conversely that they weren't, who thought they were willing to throw somebody off and realized it wasn't worth it to them to do that.
Oh, just about your
Oh,
limits.
guess it just pissed me off.
Shoves.
I can fly. We can both fly. This will be a long sacrifice.
We can both fly. I turn you to stone. You.
I come off your feet.
Cyrus.
It's like the fucking most pissy girlfriend in the middle here.
I have one if no one else does.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over to Danon. What did Danon give up?
Danon did not.
He's not coming?
No.
Not cross.
He said, "I'm not coming immediately."
Oh, I thought he... No, Lance
yeah.
said...
No,
you-
Lance is, follow me, Almo.
Lance is a ride or die.
Lance is unwilling to leave Sylvie to whatever
Why
on the
not?
other side of this. Yeah.
Why do I still want to be with you?
What do you mean?
I shouldn't.
Why not?
'Cause you lied to me, and you were mean to me, and...
How was I
Like,
mean
you
to
put me in a lot of danger, and you,
Wait, how did I put you in danger?
Like, all the time. You took me to weird places. You, like, made me lie to my family.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I feel like...
I mean, you
a lot
chose
of
to lie to your family.
But why?
I-
Like, what's so special about you, huh?
Maybe it's more about what's special about you.
I don't know, tell me something. I need to know
special
something.
about me? I care about you. I
Water tricks.
care about you a lot.
Okay.
I'm willing to stand up for you.
Uh-huh.
Give up everything I grew up in
Uh-huh.
for a shot at
That's
being
good,
with you.
that's good.
Yeah?
I don't want to make you feel bad, but, like, a lot of people have...
I don't think as people have given up nearly as much as I have.
I know yours was very hard. But, you know, like, I've been given a lot of things.
Yeah, I think it matters how much of their whole life it was, though. I think that is something...
Look, I'm really not trying to discount your experience. I'm just trying to, like, dig to...
I don't know!
Is this what you're giving up, Danon?
I don't know. We're done giving things up.
Okay, then why are you
Because I don't know.
Okay.
Because I don't know it. And if I figure it out, then I'll cross.
Then jump.
That doesn't make any sense, because I don't know it yet.
She's going to help you. You don't have to know it yet. You just have to know where you want to start.
So you can ask Hilor to help facilitate things to do, but you do need to know it before you start to cross. So
Okay, but
Hilor
you
will...
just said we didn't, that we just had to have a starting point. Because I have gotten no clue. We can't finish session with a thought then.
Well, we're close to the end either way, so if people want a break to think about it. But Hilor is willing to set up trials or situations or stuff, but to actually cross the bridge you must have learned something.
Oh, is this going to be like 3 episodes for each character thing?
That's up to you guys, it doesn't have to be. This is an open-ended question for you guys to decide how you tackle. It could take 10 minutes, it could take 3 sessions. I rather doubt it's going to take 3 sessions, but that's up to you guys.
He is underestimating our ability to fuck around.
Yeah. And he's also underestimating his ability to help us fuck around.
He's like, I have made a trap dungeon! And we're like, oh my god, challenge everything.
Like, we can't even get to the point where we know what we want to find.
Well, Jasmine's started on something and is looking for answers. Not completely within herself, but from you all to help guide her as well, it looks like.
There's 3 pedestals. One has a red book, one has a blue book, one has a green book. Make your choice. We immediately turn around and start pulling the cobblestones off the wall above the door. Find the fucking lever!
Other people have done, like I said, there's ways to come out. Like someone was like, I've never tried juggling before. Oh, I suck at that. Cross. Like you. It's an open-ended question. How deep do you want to delve with your
I'm good at
character?
juggling.
Cyrus is going to
No.
step over by Lance and be like, "What are you thinking?"
It's a test subject.
I was mostly listening to Jasmine.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hit me later, and I kiss him.
Wait, who are you in it? Who are you kissing?
I'm excited.
Roll me a d20.
Roll a d20.
Isaac, in his head, I'm telling him to kiss me.
I don't know which way you want to
Well,
take
what
this.
is it then?
That is a natural 20.
Okay, so I had said if it was a 1 to 5, I have some homosexual tendencies.
Okay.
I am the straightest man that is possible. I immediately kiss. There's like a little bit of like tongue because I commit,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like, no, we're good, lads. Yeah.
Are we?
Yep. And I'm going to turn, jump, use conjure flame around myself to make some fire wings. I'm in like a praying mantis, like the crane, like
Yeah.
and like across the thing.
Okay, as you leap, so you're giving yourself some ability to fly here?
Yeah, my wing boots.
Yeah.
But I'm making it look
So-
like I'm a
so-
flying fire crane.
You would find that you can't go more than 5 feet up, but it is enough to take you across the gap here to land.
And I go, knocking!
As Cyrus sails across to join
I could have told you that.
the lore.
Lance is just like,
Where's Lance?
He just says, man, everyone is gay every once in a while.
I feel like Lance needs to roll a d20 too.
I got an 11. I don't know what to do with an 11.
Bisexual.
I think a 1 to 5. I think it'd be the same, like a 1 to
Bisexual,
5.
man.
He's got to be at least a little bisexual.
Yeah, he's like a little over, but also like.
Oh, you know what?
You know what? It wasn't
Sylvia,
horrible.
like, were you into it?
I rolled a nat 20, so Lance isn't full. So Lance is just a little bit. He's like, I think Cyrus converted me.
You know when we were talking
Lance
about,
is gonna make an athletics.
remember when we were talking about threesomes?
Yeah.
That really got me interested.
Lance is gonna join
Your
us.
mouth is
Like a 50 episode
your mouth
thing
is
to get
Lance's
Cyrus in
mouth
a
is
bed
like
with your character.
a little bit like just like the hint of like smoke and like whiskey.
Fucking barbecue smoke.
Yeah, it's like whiskey and smoke in his mouth. It's like
great.
he's like, wow.
As Lance joins Cyrus across here.
What did Lance figure out? That he's
He's a
bisexual?
little bisexual.
Like, wait, what did you figure out?
I'm not like not into it. Like, yeah.
I'm just to shake his hand. I'm like, well, that was a fucking. There you go.
Yeah, a little warning next time would be nice.
Well,
Like,
if I warned you, I thought you'd throw me off the bridge and be like, I guess I can throw friends off a bridge.
I'm not gonna throw you off a bridge.
I know, that's why I did it. I didn't think you would do it, but it didn't cross my mind. That's why I had to catch you off guard. Plus, it was authentic that
It
way,
was
right?
assault. So they're talking on the other side. As
Sylvie and Jasmine,
Sophie and Jack.
you can't kiss each other because you know you're gay.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I into snakes though?
Am I into redheads?
Jesus.
We both just are like hair.
As Danon is gonna try to speak up here. I don't know, maybe you like me because you know I like you, and part of you knows that's what you need or what you want, even if you're trying to run from it with the rest of your life. Or maybe
I
it
guess
just felt like adventure.
I guess I haven't worried about like being the person you want me to be.
Yeah,
Like I don't have to think about it.
you don't have to pretend with me.
Yeah. That like prince. Did I tell you about that prince
Oh, fucking.
Yeah.
who loves me? Yeah. Like
What a
he loves a totally different person. You know? And like I can do that. But
It's not you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Jump!
The Lord just gives you a searching gaze, but no answer.
I guess I really love you then, huh?
Wait. Why was that a question?
Well, I don't know.
Guess so.
Like, you never really know.
Well, I know, but
Well, stop bragging.
got it.
But, like, do I know that? Or do I just think that?
Trust yourself!
Will you save me if I fall?
Jump after you at least?
Oh, fuck, now I've saved them both.
I'll take that.
If we hit water
Sylphie,
below,
you murdered that child and you feel kind of good about it. And I'm gonna jump across the bridge.
Make me an athletics check.
What? It was kind of satisfying. I knew I liked it though.
That's an 18.
18. As you leap across, you get to the first jump. Your foot hits that first plank, wondering whether it's going to support you at all. As you land.
I catch her in a hug.
Get away from me, boy kisser.
It's okay, you liked it.
Yeah, eunuch. He's a eunuch now, right?
Nope, still got it. Want to see it, Lance?
I'm
No.
totally gonna grope Cyrus.
I kissed you. We can go for a full show if you want. I'm like, turn around and start threatening to take my belt off at him. Like, don't look at that.
He's
I'm like
still
turning and
there. Oh my god.
Lance is looking away.
I'm not.
You don't have to look if you just want to touch it, Lance.
I mean,
Mine's a little
Damon's
fucked up.
all the way on the other side.
Sylphie!
Mine's a little fucked up.
It's okay.
I've only had one question on my mind.
Oh,
for,
sorry,
like,
we're across the bridge.
months.
It's okay!
Are you into wool grows?
Am I willing to die?
Oh.
I look at the edge of the bridge.
Willing to die for what?
Just cuz?
Because I shouldn't be here. Shouldn't be me standing here.
So willing to trade your life for someone else's? I see.
What do I do?
How would you like to test?
I don't actually. Wait. I don't know.
Throw a dahlia off this side. And then you can cross.
You're on this side of the bridge, you have to yell that.
How about this? Would it be the same if you were to become them?
I'm my mother.
If that is who you speak of?
Forever.
Yeah.
I would just ruin everything. I'm not
Oh.
as cool as her.
But would it be the same as giving your life for hers?
Because her life is worth more. Her life has value. I could die any day.
But are you willing? If we fought long enough. If the options I gave you were careful. Perhaps you would become more like your mother than yourself. You would be gone. And she would be back in a way.
But would it be really her?
I don't know.
Sisters would probably like it more. What if I jumped? Would that help me figure it out?
Perhaps. Not by itself. There must be some test you are giving yourself for that to work. Otherwise, all you know is you're willing to die. But that is a knowing of its own sort. But wouldn't it be too late?
But what if I'm not willing to? What does that mean about me?
All you would know is that you're not willing to.
That's not what I want. To know
But
about
it's
myself.
something to learn.
So what do I do?
You must choose what you want to try to learn. If you want to learn if you're willing to die, jumping is a poor choice. For I can only ensure you learn this by ensuring you die. But you could ask one of your friends to do something in which you are likely to die. And then if you are lucky and survive, you will know whether you let them try it or not, whether you are truly willing to die. Or you will die. Either way, the test will be over.
But how do I test if I'm not willing to sacrifice myself for my mother?
Well, you could strike me. I shall give you options to change to for your next strike that bring you closer to being your mother. If you're willing to change, then you are willing to give your life for hers. And if you're not, then you know.
But striking never goes good. I don't know.
Then choose something else to learn.
I don't know what I don't know.
That is why you must find some way to discover. Push yourself in some way. Ask a question you have not thought of before.
That's a lot of questions.
Questions about you.
But I'm not important, so I don't really think about myself.
Then an opportunity to start. If you've not thought much about yourself, then there is much to learn.
But what is there? There's nothing there.
I have not met anyone who is not entirely unique. I have never taken something from anyone quite the same as what I took from anyone else. And no one who has ever crossed my bridge was anything but unique. Even those who fell below were unique too. In this world, there is no worth, only change.
I don't know. Maybe I'm stuck on the bridge forever.
Then turn back. But
No.
I will keep what I've taken.
I'm not turning. I'll just live here now. Stay here forever.
Then perish.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I mean, like, I think the thing to remember is that, like, learning that you're not willing, or that, like, you couldn't go through with that, is something you can learn
Like if you're
from being, like, asked to do it. Like, oh, no, I will not.
faced with the choice and choosing not to also teaches you that you weren't willing, which is learning something about yourself just as much as learning that you were willing.
That sounds boring. Maybe
And-
next session.
Yeah, if you want time to think about this.
Or it never comes up again and I never come back.
Luna couldn't make it to this session.
Runa's like...
Sylvia is stuck on the bridge forever.
Sylvia's stuck on the bridge.
I'm
rolling
gonna
into
forget
your
about
character.
all of this after session, and then next time we come up to it, I'll again have nothing.
I can text you about it.
I'm gonna
text
have nothing. I got absolutely nothing.
This also is very easy to cheat, like I said, with the
I
judging.
don't want to cheat it.
Yeah. Well, then, the other thing you could do as a player is decide something about Sylphie for Sylphie to discover. Add something to her character that hasn't come up before, and then devise a way for her to find it.
Character grow.
Right? Like Dan, instead of rolling to see if he was gay or not, could have decided Cyrus is gay, and he's going to test it, and have known the result, right? Like, you can add a facet to Sylphie that we haven't explored before, and have this be where she discovers it.
But nothing feels right.
Yeah.
So like maybe one of the things that well we'll talk about this another time.
Yeah. Well, we can brainstorm or whatever.
I have some ideas if you can't think of one.
Well, that's up to Runo.
That's what I said. I
Yeah.
have some ideas.
No,
if
no,
you can't
what I
think of
mean
one,
is-
you're up to it.
Do you want to brainstorm with us out of session for something around Sylphie, or do you want to think about it a little more?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Are you fine to end session here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back. This is Adventure Corp. This is D&D. We will not see you next Monday
Oh, we forgot to talk on the break.
because we will be gone, not doing things. But you can find us on Twitch. It's the best place. If you can't get us on Twitch, you can watch our past shit on YouTube. Also, you can get us on podcasts if you can't watch it after drive. Like Fair
Really have
described, get on our
pussy
Discord. One question, if you guys want a little bit of a lore dump into our world, let us know, because that's something we could do. Isaac thinks you guys hate that shit, but if you like it, we might do a thing.
Ooh, I'm
A little insight into the world that we play in, so you have a little more knowledge of the back
There's
stuff.
a world anvil. It's on the link tree.
Or you could look at the world anvil, but I know that you fucking dirty bitches won't, because you're
Dan
not even on
really
the
wants-
Discord!
Dan really wants me to do a lore episode. Runa, you have an idea. Is it something you want to go over now?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll talk after. Thank you all for joining
We're gonna
us.
raid somebody.
Yes, so we're going to do a raid, so we don't need to do the ad because we're at the end. So we're going to raid somebody else. Stick around for that. We love y'all. Like you said, we won't see you next week, but we should be good for the week after. Good night, everybody. That's us signing off.
Good night.
Bye.